All right, let's talk about something that so many of us go through, but almost never talk about honestly, that uncontrollable urge to eat at night. We're going to get into why this has almost nothing to do with willpower and everything to do with your body's really smart, but, well, kind of misguided attempt to keep you safe.
You know the scene, right? It's 11 p.m., the house is quiet, and you find yourself standing in front of the fridge. You're not hungry, not really, but there's this buzzing, restless feeling inside you, and you're just rummaging, looking for something to make it go away.
And then what happens? After you've eaten, the guilt just crashes down. That voice in your head starts up, telling you you're weak, you have no self-control. But I really need you to hear this. That story you're telling yourself, it's just not true. It's not what's actually going on.
So here's the big reframe. We think this is a failure of discipline, a lack of willpower. But the reality, the deep down biological reality, is that your nervous system is completely exhausted and frankly terrified. And it's using food as a tool to survive. Okay, so let's get into the science of this because it's actually fascinating. Think of that late night urge to binge as an SOS signal coming directly from your nervous system. All day long, you're juggling work, family, all the to-do lists. You're basically in go mode. This keeps your body stuck in what's called the sympathetic state. You know it as fight or flight. It means you're just flooded with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, leaving you feeling wired, anxious, and constantly on high alert. And then nighttime arrives. The emails stop. The kids are in bed. The house is silent. Now your logical brain thinks, great, time to relax. But for your nervous system, which has been on high alert all day, the sudden quiet feels dangerous. It feels unsafe to suddenly let its guard down. And this is where your body gets clever. It has a built-in biological hack to force itself out of this high-stress state, and that hack is food. So, to understand this hack, we have to meet the main character in our story, the vagus nerve. This thing is like the superhighway for your body's calming system, the rest and digest part. And here's the key. It runs all the way from your brainstem right down into your stomach. Now, this is the mind-blowing part. When you chew, when you swallow, and when your stomach starts to stretch and get full, you are literally mechanically stimulating that vagus nerve. You're using food to physically hit the emergency brake on your nervous system, forcing it out of that panic mode and into a heavy, numbed-out rest and digest state. It works. It's a quick and dirty way to get relief. And this gets to the absolute heart of it. You're not really craving the chips. You're not really craving the ice cream. What your body is actually screaming for is a break. It's craving a feeling of safety. It's craving emotional regulation. The food is just the tool it knows how to use. But here is the cruel trap. While the hack works for a little while, it creates this devastating cycle. The binge gives you temporary relief, but then it leads to intense shame. And what is shame? It's just another form of chronic stress, which puts your nervous system right back on high alert, making you even more likely to binge the next night. It's a vicious loop. This is why willpower always fails in this fight. You absolutely cannot think your way out of a biological survival response. Your body doesn't speak English. It doesn't understand your thoughts like, I really should stop. It only understands one language, the language of physical safety. We have to work from the body up, not the mind down. So how do we actually do that? How do we break the cycle? Well, the next time that urge hits, instead of trying to fight it with willpower, we're going to try giving your body the physical signals of safety that it's actually asking for. We're going to use 3 really simple body-based steps. And look, they might sound almost too simple to work, but trust me, these are incredibly powerful ways to speak directly to your nervous system in the language it understands. Okay, step 1. Before you even get to the kitchen, I want you to just pause and name it to tame it. Seriously, UCLA researchers found that just saying an emotion out loud actually shifts brain activity away from the fear center, the amygdala, and toward the logical part of your brain. You don't have to analyze it or fix it. Just say what's true, out loud. I feel so stressed right now. Wow, I feel really lonely. I am completely overwhelmed. Just that simple act can create a tiny bit of space between you and the urge. Second, we need to manually apply the brakes to your stress response, and the fastest way to do that is with your breath, specifically by making your exhale longer than your inhale.
This is the direct biological signal that tells your nervous system that the threat is gone and it's safe to power down. So right there, in that moment of craving, try this. Put a hand on your belly, take a gentle breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Then, slowly, like you're blowing through a straw, breathe out through your mouth for a count of 8. Do that just a few times. You are literally speaking the language of calm to your body. And finally, step 3. We're going to give your body the thing it's often truly starving for: physical comfort. So much of the time we use food to soothe ourselves because, well, no one ever taught us how to give ourselves that feeling of comfort in another way. This technique is sometimes called self-havening, and it's a form of soothing self-touch. Just cross your arms over your chest like you're giving yourself a hug, and then gently and slowly stroke your hands down from your shoulders to your elbows, over and over. Research shows this gentle touch actually produces calming delta waves in the brain, the same kind you have during deep restorative sleep. And as you're doing this, you're sending a powerful nonverbal message deep into your system. You're telling yourself, I'm here. It's okay. You are not alone in this feeling. I'm taking care of you. It's the kind of deep, soothing comfort that no amount of food can ever truly provide.
So as we wrap this up, if there's one single thing I want you to take away, it's this. Your body has never been your enemy. It has always, always been on your side.
Think about it. Every single time you binged, it wasn't a moral failing. It wasn't a lack of discipline. It was just your amazing nervous system doing its absolute best with the tools it had to protect you from stress that felt completely overwhelming. In a way, it was a profound act of self-care.
So please, from here on out, just be gentle with yourself. If you try these tools and it feels weird or it doesn't work the first time, that's okay. That's totally normal. Healing is not a one-time fix. It's a process. It happens step by step and breath by breath as you slowly, kindly teach your body that you are finally here, you are safe, and you are so, so worthy of true comfort.